this is not a new problem for Jharkhand is what he says. So Pranav, give us a little history about this, right? If it's not a new problem, how old is the problem and how big is the problem?
Not just in case of Jharkhand, my introduction to the whole paper mafia or racket was in 2006. That's when I qualified my engineering and got into NIT Patna. I interestingly got All India rank 11 in the entrance exam. But it was no use to me because then I went to an NIT eventually. When I went to the college, there was an ecosystem already. So some of the seniors and people hanging around them, they told me that you could have easily fetched like 50,000 back in 2006. I don't know what the rates are now. And this particular thing is not even a crime. So you could have easily fetched 50,000 for this mark sheet, for this scorecard. You would have to go and book your seat with or whatever college. I don't know if it works exactly right now, if it works with them. I'm not alleging institute, but you have to go to the private college, block the seat in the counselling, and then wait until the counselling gets over. Then you withdraw. You probably pay up some 50,000 upfront, which those people will provide you, and then you cancel your admission. What happens then is they have an extra seat to sell after all the counselling is over. In fact, this is something which is still in practice with private colleges. Even after NEET was placed to avoid selling of seats and all those things through private colleges and all, this is something which is still in practice. Now, if you look at it deeply enough, the shocking thing about this is this won't function unless an 18-year-old topper is involved. Since this is not upfront a crime, you cannot be charged for it, for blocking a seat and cancelling a seat. Right. It can be a crime from the college's end, from the institute's end, but not for the students' end. But unless
because they're minors, they're getting away with it.
No, for them to block a seat and then not go for it is not a crime. Right. For the college to sell it afterwards could be a crime.
It's a crime.
Right. So it is not, but it is still a moral compromise from an 18-year-old topper. Right. So the idea I'm trying to convey is, we generally believe if you're academically brilliant, you are incorruptible, or you're less corruptible. There is nothing as such. Even here in NEET, when we saw, the corruption started from academicians, right? Those were the people who remembered, memorized, and leaked the paper.